You alright?
Whatever. So now she's freaking out now.
Joe, where you at, girl?
She's freaking out because she's on her own. Remember, the guy just left.
Joe, you alright? Joe. There's nobody else here.
And like a little girl hiding behind the door.
Fall down my face.
Kind of like, what would you do if you knew a girl like this? You know what I mean?
Cold embrace.
See, this is like really hard for me.
Now you got this, the Rain tune by Jenna Walton.
Yeah, tearful. You rain.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not?
I mean, look at that. That's horrifying, man. That's worse than The Shining. Imagine thinking about that every night, you know?
Rain here, right? You don't want to go back there again. Not by him. She doesn't ever tell me about this. You need to put this behind you.
I'm trying, Jason. Every night I'm trying. I just can't help thinking that my sleeping around has something to do with it. I just don't want to be alone.
You're not gonna be alone, Joe. I'm here.
I know. You've always been here for me. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what I'd do. Do you know that? Jason,
Yeah.
would you stay here tonight?
Yeah. Sure, whatever you want.
That's good. That's great.
But here she's gonna blow up his spot because right here, this is the most tenderness that she's shown him in a while and then I think she purposely messes it over by bringing up the guy that she just slept with, you know, to bring him down again. Because she's still gonna stay. That's all she wants. She just wants somebody to stay with her tonight, but she doesn't want anything else, and so she has control. And he gets the fateful line right here, heroes are for comic books. I just love that line, you know.
Heroes of a comic books.
Hopefully people could feel for him and not be like, oh, he's just like. And then that's why I cut right here to Sarah, because Sarah's waiting for him to call, wait for him to come back. And then Joanne is reading Men Cry in the Dark. Great book by Michael Bleasdale, while Flash is snoring away. She just hits him in the head with the book.
You know, in this part we trying to show the three main relationships. Like,
Well, it's all the relationships. It's all the mix because the movie is an ensemble piece, so it's showing them all, like say at a nighttime, you know, and their different relationships. So you can see Charlie got with the girl that everybody got with, you know, but also it's from the beginning as well. He scoped her out in the beginning, and he's finally got with her. And you could tell that he's used money to do it. I like that cut to the gunslinger. You know, so she knows that she was played, and then he even stumbles out of the room. Doesn't even apologize, doesn't make up for it. He doesn't care because, you know, he's like your second bad guy. He's like the guy who'll do you and leave. And like, look at that. Gave her a headshot and ripped it up, man. And then Spanky, he's like that guy who's sitting home alone, doing things that guys sit home alone doing. It is a movie, ladies. Yeah. And then Penn, he's home alone and like, but he's working in his workshop. But then, you know, premature. You should see how many phallic symbols are in that one shot.
Do you know what? Last on that first, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I know.
Have you cut that one out?
No. It's just one of those films you gotta just watch over and over, you know, because it's just kind of like there's a lot of little things involved. Now Jason, he's on the couch. He's looking like what I love about this shot, I call it the butterfly shot. You know, only a guy like me could remember the butterfly with Peter Fedora and stuff. I mean, that nice curtain, that nice two-tone lighting, and what did JoJo want? I mean, was she willing to give in? We don't know. We're not sure. Now this is where I'm having to, because the scene is going on. So okay, so now this next morning scene, you know, Jojo coming down the stairs. It's part of a reshoot, you know, because I just wanted to see the two of them trying to, you know, come to terms with each other, you know. And Jason's wearing his writing shirt, that Snoop tank top, and it's kind of like every time we cut to that scene with him writing, it's supposed to be different times, and I didn't want it to seem like it was the same time, so I wanted to be that. He's always wearing that shirt, you know what I mean? He's always, you know, that's his superstition, and you know that's why he's doing it. But right here, it's kind of like he's indicating that, you know, so you got another friend, you know, you're going to go see another guy, and then she kind of lets him know that, well, no, that friend is a girl, so, you know, it's nothing for you to worry about, not like you need to worry anyway, you know. But it is the morning after, so they're both kind of a little strange because he slept over, and you got to think that he hasn't really slept over too many times. You know, like when you got that male-female friendship, there's always a wall, you know, where like the guy always kind of like wants to stay as long as possible into the night, you know, and it gets later and later, and he doesn't want to leave because he thinks he's getting closer and closer to the kiss, you know, and you know, so this time he stayed the whole night, and so it's next morning, and now in the kitchen here, you know, he's making another play because he really, I mean, I shouldn't say he's desperate, but he's in pain, but he feels his pain is love, you know what I mean? It's that kind of deal. And she's also at a weak moment, like you can see right now. She's at a weak point where, you know, she's ready. She might be ready for this, or they both might not be ready at all.
I can't even count how many lovers I've had, Jason. I can't count my friends. And I can count yours.
I'm sorry.
No, please. Just tell me what's up for the day so I can go and put my face on and just move through what we call a day.
Well, it's just a simple house party at Flash's choosing.
Nothing involving Flash is simple.
Yeah, but this time it's to celebrate the movie we're about to make.
The one about us?
You know, when I spoke to Charlie last night, he said that the deal was gonna go down this morning. Looks like somebody believes in me.
I believe in you, Jason. More than God, I believe in you.
Then be with me, because I believe in you.
I'm not the brass ring, Jace.
But to him, it's very important, you know, and that's why he's going for it by telling her how special she is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then so now it's like, you know, once they do kiss, you know, he goes into this metaphysical universe kind of thing. He plops right down into the fishbowl, and he's drowning, you know, metaphysically, because it's like, this is what he really wanted, but it's not, you know, and everything. This was one of the last scenes we shot. It's actually got this jacuzzi from one of your boys, Anthony Chalice, and everything, you know, and let us come in and, you know, use their fishbowl for an hour, their jacuzzi for an hour, and that was really cool and stuff. See, now that he's like snapped out of it, it's kind of like he quickly dashes away, and she doesn't know what to do about it.
What?
Yeah, so now, like, she's back to her mate, you know. It's another girl-on-girl conversation. But what I like is that she's playing it off by telling her that she's the one who left after the kiss. So she's telling the mate, because she wants to get her mate's advice about, you know, oh, we finally kissed, but, you know, I left, and she just really kind of, like, wants to know what her mate thinks about it.
I kind of liked it, but I don't think so.
Where was this scene shot?
Well, this was actually shot on Bow Street, believe it or not, in an apartment. This is in a duplex apartment above the Voodoo hair bar or something. So what we were trying to do was we were supposed to be shooting a scene outside. It was supposed to be a jogging scene, and twice we had it in the schedule. Twice we tried to shoot it outside, but we kept running out of daylight. And so we said, okay, fine, let's make it simple. Let's shoot it inside, but like an indoor racquetball. And it still was supposed to be shot at daytime. It still got to night. So we're trying to make our artificial daylight, but hopefully it's like, you know, you got the real brick wall, but the lighting is kind of artificial. But I mean, in the essence is that you know they're playing tennis. What I like here is Jerry has one of the best lines in the film where she says, "You're gonna give me ever after. How nice of you." And because JoJo's saying, yeah, so I love how she ends it off by saying, you know, you crazy, but I'm not in. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm not in love. You know, because it leaves JoJo, you know, with that thought in mind. That's what brings us back to Jason's typing. And I mean, you know, I had to throw in these typing shots because I just felt that if Jason's supposed to be writing a script, you know, and being a writer, I mean, you know, you need some time. So I just knew that, you know, we need to have these like cutaway writing shots in the film. And now bringing us back to Charlie, after we saw Charlie being kidnapped, now he's with another Russian. And I just love this lighting, man. I mean, it's very much like Ridley Scott's lighting in Matchstick Men. And, you know, also seeing our actor Paul Banner in a suit was just kind of funny. But you got that look of Sam Rockwell with the dance, and then of Steve Buscemi when he's on the phone here, you know, it's kind of manic.
What do you want, Charlie of France? I'm trying to finish the script you want.
Well, that just so happens to be why I'm ringing. Because right now, in my hand, I'm holding a promissory note for $1 million.
1 million what?
$1 million.
Yeah, so and like so now here is like where $1 million is on the table, and that's what Charlie kind of raised from the Russians. That's Noah McCauley back there. He was actually supposed to be the single Russian that we would call a solitary man, but he's also the star of our different short films and everything. Get off me. And he came out for one day, but then when he couldn't complete the film, then we ended up with like 4 other Russians, which you'll see later on. But
Chase, you know what I wanted to ask? Like, how did you get the kind of effect that you got with the blinds and the lighting in the room?
well, I mean, you know, that's what's really great, man. I mean, it's great what you could do with like one light, you know. I mean, it's a film noir effect that we were going for in this scene. So, I mean, we got a light outside, but then also the lighting designer came up with the idea to put the light on the tables.
Who's that?
A romantic love triangle. A menage a trois with a boom bang ending with a bitch size. Classic.
And stuff. So so that's what's happening right now is Charlie's trying to explain to Jason he's got the deal, and trying to explain to Jason that he got the money.
She was on the speakerphone this morning. Didn't he tell you?
So yeah, so I mean now once Charlie tells Jason how they love his script so much, and Jason's confused, you know, then it's like there's only one answer, and the answer is Flash has done it again. And see, there you can see now. So we cut right to like Flash getting punched out, and I mean, hopefully that's something cathartic that the audience wants to do, you know, at this point in time, you know, just like knock Flash to the ground for all the dumb things that he's usually saying. But Jason's finally done it, and that's the thing is that I definitely didn't want Jason to seem like this weak character. I mean, you know, or this insipid, desperate guy. You know, he's just a guy who, on this particular weekend, wants to solve his life. You know, because he's kind of like tired of the direction that he's going in. Doesn't that guy look kind of like me there in a little bit? You know, because actually, yeah, okay, actually it is me. I'm a body double. They didn't have to get Pretty Woman in here, but no, yeah, actually, Penn couldn't make it on one of this day for the high shot, so I'm doing the body double because like everybody's pretty much wearing my clothes anyway. So you know, we were able to try and get away with that. And so, as you can see, because we shot, everywhere we shot was kind of like white walls, you know, the close-ups of Penn is done in a whole different house.
Do you ever put yourself in your old movies, a la Spike Lee and
The whole Hitchcock effect and everything. I used to do that with the short films, you know. I mean, as you know, we started out making short films here in Liverpool, and, you know, we made like about 8 films. That's one of the reasons why we made this film, because we just said, you know, hey, listen, instead of just getting together for another weekend and shooting another short film that's not really going to garner any money or attention. You know, let's just make a feature. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, we had no money, but it's like we had the team, we had the script, we had the actors. So why not just go for it? And believe it or not, I was just amazed that we were able to pull it off. I mean, it took 17 days to shoot this movie. You know, and all we really had to do was worry about the food. It leads us right into the house party, which is like our third act. Okay, so